can we break habit? Like if I want
Absolutely.
that, but do you have to be aware of the habit to break habit?
Yes, you have to be aware of what it looks like, where it presents itself before you can. I don't really like the visual of break because I do like the
Yes.
more bend because
Ooh,
you're gonna
bend
be
the
coming
habit.
if you break something, you got to put it back together.
Mm.
Whereas you can slowly over time res- constrict, not restrict, constrict the direction of where that habit is bringing you. Because this comes from my like experience with when you ask a person to just stop using a drug. Like it's not
Mm.
that easy.
It's not.
Um
I don't think it's easy at all, actually, especially
no.
if you ain't on it. Yeah, exactly.
And so I take so you have abstinence based planning and then you have harm reduction. I'm dwell on the side of harm reduction. Now I wouldn't necessarily say like, do lesser amounts of heroin every day, but actually I have, if you're not wanting to come off, completely
Yeah.
and you're wanting to try to do it on your own, I'm going to take a harm reduction approach to because I'm going to meet the client where they're at.
A harm
And
reduction.
yeah.
Break that because people are probably watching like, what is that? What is harm
So
reduction?
it's just basically making it do less over time, like
Ooh.
whatever, like, so it's something's better than nothing, right?
People probably should do that. That smokes a whole lot of marijuana.
Yeah,
No, 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 no. It's not bad.
in some
In
ways.
some way, I've suggested this to a lot of different artists I work with, and I didn't know it was called harm reduction. I was like, yo, try to lean on yourself with your creativity. Try not to lean on let me roll up
Hmm.
because I'm like, what happens if you don't have it?
Exactly.
That's what. So it's called harm reduction.
Yeah, it's
Huh.
more of, description, and it can look different in, from at different levels, from an individual level, like, since that's where I'm more hands-on, boots on the ground with clientele,
Yes.
trying to learn new behaviors, learn new systems of doing things. But if you look on a macro level, from an agency perspective, a harm reduction example is like a needle exchange program.
Mm.
So something that's going to, like, yeah, we can't stop someone from shooting. I probably shouldn't say that. From using a needle to inject a certain substance.
Yes.
But we can reduce the harm of infection. We can because most people who, are homeless and put in stereotypical situation of like
Hmm.
homeless using an injectable substance, they're not going to have health insurance. So now you have a secondary problem of people using free health care and, the ERs being overrun with people who have flesh-eating bacteria because of dirty
Wow.
needles, right? So that's just one type of harm reduction, and it will look different in different spaces.
So all right. So let's